Greetings everyone. I welcome you all to the daily current affairs session. This is 10th of July. Let's discuss the important current affairs. I am Ayush Kumar, your host. And first we have five typical words to boost your vocabulary. So the first word of the day is luculent, which means or it refers of writing or speech clearly expressed. The synonyms are clear and comprehensible. Antonyms are muddy and obscure. The second word is fickle, which means changing frequently, especially as regard one's loyalties or affections. Synonyms are volatile and variable, and the antonyms are constant and stable. The third word is beseech, which means ask someone urgently and fervently to do something. Synonyms are entreat and implore, and the antonyms claim and enforce. Fourth word is brevity, which means concise and exact use of words in writing or speech. Synonyms are compactness, brachylology, and the antonyms are verbosity and loquacity. The fifth and the last word is balmy, which means characterized by pleasantly warm weather. Synonyms are benign and soothing. Antonyms are harsh and wintry. That's all for the words of the day. Alright, so our first question is recently the Union Cabinet approved infusion of 12,450 crore Indian rupees into how many public sector general insurance companies, thereby putting hold on their merger? The correct answer is option B. The three companies are there. So those three companies are Oriental Insurance Company Limited, National Insurance Company Limited, and the third one United India Insurance Company Limited. So the breakup of the 12,450 crore Indian rupees is as follows. The first company will get 7,500 crore and the rest two will get equal amount of 5,000 crore Indian rupees. So out of the total amount approved, 9,950 crore Indian rupees will be infused in the current fiscal. This is a paper snapshot from the LimeBit website which mentions the news. The second question is the Central Board of Direct Taxes CBDT has signed a memorandum of understanding with which of the following to exchange data between them? The correct answer is option A. SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India, and in addition of regular exchange of data, they will also exchange other important information available in their respective databases for the purpose of carrying out scrutiny and inspection, investigation and prosecution. So this is a paper snapshot from the Economic Times which says SEBI and CBDT MOU aimed at enhancing market transaction scrutiny. Our third question is recently which two countries has become the first in the World Health Organization Southeast Asia region to eliminate the measles and rubella ahead of their 2023 target? The correct answer is option C, Sri Lanka and Maldives. So, a country is verified as having eliminated measles and rubella when there is no evidence of endemic transmission of the measles and rubella viruses for over 3 years. So, this is a paper snapshot from the News Service Division of All India Radio, which mentions the news. Our fourth question is which Indian bank is going to invest 1760 crore Indian rupees in Yes Bank FPO. FPO stands for follow on public offer. So let me tell you what is an FPO. So FPO is a process by which a company which is already listed on an exchange issues new shares to the investors or the existing shareholders, usually the promoters. So FPO is used by companies to diversify their equity base. The correct answer for this question is option B, SBI, State Bank of India. So SBI will invest 1760 crore in rupees in Yes Bank. They have previously invested 6050 crore Indian rupees, and Yes Bank aims to raise 15,000 crore Indian rupees through the FPO. FPO stands for follow public offer, and this is a snapshot from the LiveMint website which says after rescue SBI plays godfather to Yes Bank. Our fifth question is what is the budget disbursement of the central sector scheme agricultural infrastructure fund which was approved by the Union Cabinet? The correct answer is option B, 1 lakh crore. So the approved amount is rupees 1 lakh crore and the scheme will be for 10 years from fiscal year 2020 to 2029, and the interest subvention of the 3% per annum will be there up to a limit of 2 crore rupees, and this subvention will be available for a maximum period of 7 years. So this is also again a paper snapshot from News Service Division of All India Radio, which mentions the news. Our sixth question is, recently Syed Ishtiaq Ahmed Jafri, an Indian film actor and comedian, passed away. What was his stage name by which he was widely known? So the correct answer is option A, Jagdeep. So recently Syed Ishtiaq Ahmed Jafri, better known by his stage name Jagdeep, passed away, and his most memorable character is Surma Bhopali in Ramesh Sippy's Sholay. And this is a snapshot from the Indian Express which says actor Jagdeep passes away at 81. Our seventh question is, recently Central Cabinet approved rental housing scheme for urban migrants. What's the expenditure of the government in this sub scheme of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban? So the correct answer is option B, 600 crore. So the amount which is allotted to the scheme is 600 crore Indian rupees under, and this is a sub scheme of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, and about 1.03 lakh completed government funded houses across cities that were yet to be allotted to beneficiaries under existing schemes would be converted into rental housing complexes. Alright, our eighth question is, which of the following statements are true about the new logistics law? I have listed three statements. You have to say which of the following are true, and the correct answer is option B, 2 and 3 only. The first one is incorrect because the law was not enacted in 1991, it was enacted in 1993, and the full form of MMTG is the Multimodal Transportation of Goods Act. Our ninth question is, Karur Vyasay Bank, a scheduled commercial bank in India, has joined hands with which life insurance to offer life insurance solutions to the bank's customers? The correct answer is option A, Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance. So under this partnership, all retail and group products of Bajaj Allianz will be made available to bank's customer, including savings, retirement, investment protection, and critical illness life insurance products. Our 10th question is, which Indian state has become the first state in India to use space technology and artificial intelligence for safeguarding government lands? The correct answer is option A, Odisha. The Odisha government has launched BLUIS, stands for Bhubaneswar Land Use Intelligence System, to monitor the changes in all government lands in Bhubaneswar, and this is a geotagged repository of the government of all government lands in Bhubaneswar. The mobile app, created through high resolution satellite imagery, will detect all changes taking place in government lands. This is a snapshot from the Jagran Joe's website which mentions the news. Our 11th question is, recently which edition of Ministerial on Climate Action took place, which was attended by our Environment Minister Mr. Prakash Javadekar? So the correct answer is option A, 4th edition. So the fourth edition of the meeting was held, and it was co-chaired by European Union, China and Canada to advance discussions on the full implementation of Paris agreements under the UNFCCC. So that's all for the session. For Hindi general knowledge questions, please visit our Siddhi Academy channel on YouTube. The content is very important for major competitive exams. And if this video helped you to raise your awareness about important updates and happenings around the world, please leave a like on this video. And if you have any suggestions for us, please post in the comment section, and please subscribe to the channel for daily and important updates. Thank you very much for listening to me. Have a bright day ahead.